Thank you, and thanks to Tamara and Brooke and Linnell for setting this up. Thanks for you for coming. It's a pleasure to be here. April is National Poetry Month. I learned recently that it is also National Distracted Driving Month, which does not sound like something we should celebrate, but that's what I heard. And it is a pleasure to drive around the state. I'm a year in, I've got another year to go, to see a lot of this beautiful state, to meet a lot of people, to go places where I would not have gone otherwise. 3 weeks ago, I was in Glasgow, Kentucky, with the U.S. Poet Laureate, Tracy K. Smith, who teaches at Princeton. And she's a lovely person, and her thing is to go to rural parts of America that she feels have been culturally underserved. And so we did a program in Glasgow at some place she found called the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center on a Friday night, and there were like 200 people there. So it was really amazing. So lots of fun. And I've also been thinking about the way that we teach poetry and talk about poetry. Teaching it as I do at Bellarmine, I guess I'm always thinking about that and how's the best way to go about it. And I'm going to read you a few poems that I don't understand myself. I'll be honest with you. Language comes to you and you write it down, and you don't have to interpret it. All you do is write it. And that interpretation is left to other people. I tell my students that they are the only authorities on what any of the poems we read mean to them. Not me, not the authors, not the scholars. We're all different people. We're reading the same poem, but we're all different people. So it's going to be a different experience for each one of you. This is in 16 very short parts, titled Parable of the Stars for Tom Merton. 1. Trees listen with such patience. Maybe you've noticed, out walking in the blue silence of dusk or along the coast road under stars. 2. The world breathes in salt air and breathes out dust. 3. The base metals do not inspire. A leaden sky offers no epiphanies. The poet? She is an alchemist who turns seawater into gold. 4. To know the mineral worth of things is to see through to milk and bone, to speak beyond truths, to magic a boat in a wash basin, to sail between the twin pillars of Icelandia. 5. And after Vespers, the long walk back to cabins under rain-awakened pines, a girl sings an old air. Open as the sea is her voice to the heavens raised. 6. The evening fires warm the ringing stones and stay the wolves. 7. There comes a light in a corner of the window. The light of a star or a moon, it is difficult to say. 8. It can happen anywhere, of course. An horizon, a holy breathing, an eternity within an instant. It can happen anywhere, on a suburban street, in the Leonin Hills around Assisi, on the deep green waters off Marblehead. 9. For example, the old moon rising out of the cornflowers, the blind woman reaching to lift down the pear blossoms, the old man mopping his brow with a hank of hair, the waning light on a waxwing's song. 10. To decant the virtue of the moment is to wash in and out with the tide, to harvest the windfall pear, to troll your hand in the slipstream over green meadows. 11. We drink the wine of long ago, raise a glass to the tulips sprawling out of their fluted vase on the tasting table. You rub a pensive circle in the burled wood. It is the old world asserting itself once more. 12. A poem is a walk in the hills. You skip a few stones across the flat surface of a tarn. The cold water breaks open in little fillips, then closes over again. You move on. 13. Bits of amber await you on the rain-pocked beach. You fill your pockets and arrange the stones on a windowsill, looking out at the stars from whence they came. 14. Our bodies are heavenly, star matter. They feel the shifts in the night. In the half-light of dusk, through the east-facing window, the bright burn of Venus shines above the low arc of earthlight. 15. The stars insist on a few cold truths that neither you nor I may ever know. And 16. All else is revelation. The sycamores under the melting snow, becoming branch by branch themselves. Thank you.